Greetings, the Hijabi Gamer here, and this is me basically trolling Anita Sarkeesian. Apparently she had a role in the new Saints Row video game, which really doesn't come as a surprise, but hey, apparently developers are still listening to her, even though she knows everything she touches, video game related, turns to trash. Why is anybody listening to this person who doesn't even play video games? And I've said this before, she needs to show us the receipt. So me, on the other hand, I actually really like video games. I happen to be female. Gaming isn't something I do for live streaming or YouTube. I was playing video games long before the YouTube stuff. And honestly, I play a lot more video games off stream than on stream. But I thought, hey, I'll show you at least my PlayStation receipts. Maybe one of these days I'll do my Xbox receipts as well. That's why you have to keep in mind when you see these numbers, some of them you actually need to more than double, because I play more on Xbox. So like Warframe, for example. Warframe is the second one on the list here. It says hours played 338. I have nearly double that on Xbox because all my cool stuff for Warframe is on Xbox. So I have like close to 1,000 hours of Warframe total, because I've also played it on PC and Switch. So yeah, I've definitely not played all that on live stream. In fact, I think I've only played Warframe on PlayStation once or twice on live stream, and barely that, because again, all my cool stuff is on Xbox. All my prime Warframes are on Xbox. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to cross save so I can play on PC as well, because I'm trying to learn to do the mouse and keyboard thing. I've been playing a lot of Guild Wars 2, which has helped. God of War, I actually played that on Saturday last week, and I played it on Sunday. I didn't live stream on Sunday, but I did play, so I've played 13 hours of God of War, and I love it. I've looked into finding out how I could get the other God of War games, because definitely have to play the other God of War games. Really loving God of War. Kratos is awesome. I am loving the Leviathan axe. Path of Exile, I've played 18 hours. I've played a little on Xbox, a little on PlayStation, more on PlayStation, so not as much on Xbox. I've tried playing it on PC, but I'm not a big fan of the point and click, which is why, for example, I really like Guild Wars 2. I've played some Elder Scrolls Online. I know you can play Lost Ark with a controller. I like using either WASD movement or a controller, which is why what really got me into Diablo 3 was not Diablo 3 on PC. I never really played it on PC. I eventually tried it on PC, but I really got into God of War on Switch and Xbox. Path of Exile, I've played it more on console because of the controller. I really don't like the point and click movement. I also love setting Guild Wars 2 to action cam. Stray. Oh, I love this game. I need to platinum this game. I've played 12 hours. I've also played it on Steam, on my Steam Deck. It isn't as good on the Steam Deck because the visual quality, I mean, of course, goes down, so you can't see the kitty as clearly. Also, if you have the option to play it on PS5, I mean, it's also available on PS4, the controller. Though I heard about the PlayStation 5 Pro controller, and that is a definite must get for me. I have to get that. I like back buttons. I hate doing L3 and R3, so I honestly really can't play without back buttons. I've played so much with back buttons. Like, for example, Warframe, I've played it using my Razer controller because I played the PlayStation 4 version. Geometry Wars, I love this game. 117 hours. See, that Warframe is the PS4 version of Warframe, so I played primarily PS4 Warframe. I did upgrade my PS4 version to PS5. You'll see it underneath, but it's less than an hour because I like the back buttons, and you can't use a PS4 controller with a PS5 game. Geometry Wars is one of my favorite games. I played it on the PS Vita, and I've played it on the PlayStation 4. I love the game. The music is all cool too. God of War. Not God of War, Grand Theft Auto 5. I love this game. Mind you, I haven't played the story because I'd rather just run around the city, you know, I mean, it's called Grand Theft Auto. I want to steal me some cars and run people over, especially people who they don't understand that Los Santos belongs to God King Franklin. They do not bow to him, stop, praise him, throw gifts at him. I am walking through Los Santos as God King Franklin, and nobody's throwing money at me. What? It's God King Franklin. What is wrong with you people? Bless Unleashed, I played a little of that. I'm not really into it. This is a really good game. I need to finish it. Kena, Bridge of Spirits, actually really good. 6 hours. I played it a couple weeks ago, first on Saturday on live stream, then on Sunday I played by myself. Resogun. When I first got my PS4, I got ridiculously into this game. Because it was like, I think it was like free. And at one point I got pretty high up on the rookie rate level. So I started with rookie, and I got obsessed with rookie because I wanted to get to the top. And I'm just like, okay, you know, I'm just going to go with rookie. And then after I do really well, I'll go to the second level and the hardest. So rookie's like the easiest difficulty. Because I just wanted to be at the top of the world map. I never got to the top. One of the difficulties with Resogun is it isn't just about skill, it's timing. You need to know exactly when you pop your super and all of that so you can get the maximum amount of points. So right now I can't do it because I don't remember the order. It's like at a certain point you have to use your dash, at a certain point you have, so you can maximize your points. Right now my points like a fraction of what it used to be. I think this is the soundtrack for Kena. I like Warhammer 40k, and this game is fun. I don't know why. I want to play more of it. I just get caught up again. Destiny 2 is a big problem. I get caught up in Destiny 2, which is one of the reasons why I like it, but I take a break from Destiny 2 so I can play other stuff. I love Warhammer 40k. I love the universe of Warhammer 40k. I do not think there should be female space marines because I'm not stupid. There are female characters in Warhammer 40k. Space marines are not female. So just shut up, okay? No, stop coming into people's fandoms and changing them. I am new, basically, to Warhammer 40k, and I have the decency to not come into a fandom I know not a lot about and try to change it to fit me. I go into a fandom because I like it the way it is. I don't want to change it, and it is not my place to change it. Ghostwire Tokyo, this got really dull, at least for a live stream. It got really dull. I saw, the problem with video games is when they show you trailers, they always show you the action moment. So I saw the trailer for Ghostwire Tokyo, and I'm like, oh, this looks awesome. There's so much action. And it's like, no, there isn't. No. And while I really like the world of Stray, and I could just explore the world of Stray forever, which is one of the reasons why I'm not live streaming it as much, because I figure people would get tired of me just wandering around as a cat. This world is okay. I mean, Tokyo's pretty cool. This, I was just testing to see what the hell this game was, because I think it was on my, and this one too, that's why it's less than an hour. Destiny, original Destiny. Now this you have to at least double, because I've played more Destiny on Xbox than PlayStation, and on PlayStation I'm at 1,946 hours. So basically go with 4,000 minimum, or a minimum of 4,000 hours of Destiny, which is interesting because you listen to people talking. I listen to a lot of Guild Wars 2 channels because I'm trying to get better at Guild Wars 2. I'm loving Guild Wars 2. Just loving the game. And so I listen to a lot of people who are like, yeah, I've been playing it for 10 years. I have 10,000 hours. I'm like, whoa. I mean, yeah, I love Guild Wars too, but do I think I would be playing 1,000 hours a year? Probably not. I mean, right now I'm really caught up into getting up to level 80, and I have 5 characters. So I want to get them up to level 80. I do have 2 level 80 boosts, so because I bought the DLC. So my plan is like to get to level 75, and then because you get a whole bunch of gear when you use the boost, and they like boost 5 levels. Because they're like, you don't want to boost. I mean, you want to go through the game, and it's sort of like with Destiny, where you could at one point you could get a level, I think it was a level 40 boost of an original Destiny, and I was like, you don't want to do that, because as you're rising in level, gaining experience, you're learning how to use the skills you unlock. The same thing with Guild Wars 2, where I'm playing I have a Revenant, a Machinist, a Warrior, an Elementalist. My Sylvari is an Elementalist, and what was the last one? A Revenant, a Machinist, an Elementalist, an Engineer, and a Ranger. And as the skills are unlocking, I'm learning how to use the different skills and abilities and weapon types. So I have 2 boosts because I bought the 2 DLC. planning on once, like I said, once I get to level 75. This I played a little of. It's okay. I got it for dirt cheap. This is a fun game. I've played it on Xbox and PlayStation. I got it for like $15. It's like one time it keeps dropping from 60. Now they dropped the price to 40. But when I got it, it was originally max price at 60, and every now and then it would go on sale for 15. So I did picking it up like random times for $15 at different times. So I played only 13 on PlayStation 5. I've played a lot of it on Switch, and I played a lot on Xbox. It's actually a really good game. Destiny 2. You need to at least double this. 1832. That's a PlayStation. Xbox, I play a lot more on Xbox. I mean, every time I live stream it, I'm playing on Xbox. So I would put this at over 4,000 hours. I love Destiny 2. Don't get me wrong, I'm disappointed in it lately. And honestly, I know I saw the trailer for Lightfall, but that's the problem with trailers. Anyway, I'm going off on tangents here, but the problem with trailers is basically they give you the coolest moments. It's like with Ghostwire Tokyo. The game looks awesome. So it's like, okay, every time they release a new trailer for a new season of Destiny 2, everyone gets all hyped, and then it's like, don't you realize what they're doing? They're basically clipping the coolest moments, and it's nothing like that. Although I did get the Destiny 2 skins for Fortnite on Xbox. Final Fantasy 14 online, I prefer it on PC. I've played a little on PC. Honestly, I prefer Guild Wars 2. I think one of the things that turns me off the most about Final Fantasy 14 is knowing that eventually I'm going to reach a point where I am going to have to pay a subscription. And it's not only that, you have to buy the DLC, well, the latest expansion. You have to buy the latest expansion, and then you have to pay a subscription. Whereas with Guild Wars 2, you buy each expansion. So the base game for Guild Wars 2 is free. You can play a lot of Guild Wars 2 for free. And then you buy the 2 expansions. So you could, well, it's technically 3. 2 of them are bundled together, and I think it's called End of Dragons. All I know of them is I call them the Guild Wars 2 expansions. And you never have a subscription service, so, and all of the stuff in the shop are like cosmetic. So, and honestly, I don't like the tab combat system. I like the action cam system of Guild Wars 2. And to be honest, Guild Wars 2 immediately has you in the action. The moment you start Guild Wars 2, things are exciting. I like the cutscenes, the paint, the style of the cutscenes, the voiceover for the cutscenes. So your story is told more animated, more visual, whereas there's a lot of reading in Final Fantasy 14. And don't get me wrong, I used to be a really big reader. I used to read tons of Star Trek novels. But when I'm playing a video game, I don't want to keep stopping to listen to somebody giving me 5 pages of, well, maybe I'm exaggerating, but I don't know. I mean, everyone keeps talking so highly of Final Fantasy 14, and I find the combat clunky and not as fast-paced. I find the story tedious as hell. And honestly, I'm still stuck in the city. It's like, when are we going to do anything? You see all these awesome scenes of people doing amazing stuff in Final Fantasy 14, and I'm just shooting flames. I don't know. Ghost of Tsushima. So I played a lot, 12 hours of Ghost of Tsushima. I played it on PS4. Then during the holidays, the PS5 version, the director's cut, went on sale. So I was like, oh my god, I might as well just get that for PS5. And I could give my PS4 version to my brother. So my brother has my PS4 version. So the thing that has just gotten me slow and reluctant into getting into it is the fact that I have to replay everything. But I love Ghost of Tsushima, and Jin Sakai is one of my manfus. Yeah, that's my term. I know everyone's like, no, Cat, it's husbando. Husbando doesn't sound as eloquent and just cool as manfu. Manfu is different. Husbando, you know, you're limited to one. No, manfu. It's manfu. And Jin Sakai and the Drifter are 2 of my manfus, all right? Diablo 3, I played it primarily on Xbox. I only have 5 hours here. I played it primarily on Xbox, and I love it. What impressed me so much about Diablo 3 is the background. It's a beautiful game, and I have a feeling, it's just the detail they put into it, and I have a feeling that they are not going to reach that quality of awesomeness with Diablo 4. Because this is back when people actually cared. Now they care about the microtransactions. I tried this out just to see what it is. I love this game. 17 Hours of Returnal. I love this game. This game is made by the same people who made Resogun. It's not a very good game to stream because you die a lot and it's fun, but I love this game. As I said, it's made by the people who made Resogun, and Resogun was one of my favorite games. Godfall, I started it. I need to get into it. Borderlands, III. 293 hours. I do have the platinum for it, as you can see. I don't have all of the trophies for the DLC. I did like the Heist of the Handsome Jackpot, the casino one, because I like Handsome Jack. So that was my favorite DLC. I'm stuck in the one with the Cthulhu lady and the wedding, and look, I don't want to hear about how a couple's like, I don't know if I'm good enough for Winnie. Shut up, I don't care. I'm fighting mega demons from the center of the earth who knows Cthulhu, and you're whining to me about how you're having cold feet before your wedding. Dude, you want my advice? The immortal Cthulhu lady wants to marry you. Marry the immortal Cthulhu lady. She'll probably make you into an immortal Cthulhu. Don't waste your time with Hammerlock, who he's like, isn't he like lying? I can't remember. I think he's like got a ring on his finger and he's like caught up. I don't know. But marry the immortal Cthulhu lady. So much cooler. Sorry, but immortal Cthulhu lady? Just saying. But I just, every now and then he'll go off onto some tangent about how I don't know if I'm good enough for him. Shut up. Honestly, one of the other things is just I got so confused about the relationship between the characters. So at one point I thought Hammerlock and Jacobs were brothers, and it just kind of grossed me out. They're not. I know they're not. Anyway, that aside, that's just me. This was cool, but I didn't really finish it because I got caught up in Destiny 2. This is no longer available. I primarily played it on Xbox, so I have a whole bunch of hours more on Xbox, but then they shut the game down because GameAgo owns it. And if you watch Josh Drive Hayes, you know about GameAgo. They buy MMORPGs, and they buy them just to milk them for what it's worth and shut them down. I need to play more of this. This was cool. This was boring. Oh dear God, was this boring. It was just so boring. This was okay. I have to finish it. All the guys are soy boys. Just saying. They're a whole bunch of soy boys. But 13 hours? Nah. This I have the platinum for Cat Quest. I also have the platinum for Cat Quest 2. I installed this, so I want to play it after Kena. So I started Kena Bridge of Spirits. When I was trying to pick a game to play, it was between Kena Bridge of Spirits and The Pathless. They're both installed, and I just went with Kena. I don't know. I just didn't get into this one. I played this on. This is the PS5 version. That's why, because I have the platinum for it, but I have it for the PS4. Nah, this wasn't that cool. I played this primarily on Xbox, so hours played 2 here, primarily on Xbox. 83 hours of Final Fantasy VII Remake. Loved it. I gotta get the platinum. I gotta finish the trophies. This I also played primarily on Xbox, so that's why it's only 1 hour played. I have a lot more time on Xbox. That's why I'm saying I gotta show off my Xbox play times, because a lot of the stuff, I didn't get into that. Yeah, because I installed the game, so Spider-Man Miles Morales, I installed the game and I started it, and then my brother got a PS5 and he wanted a game to play. So I'm like, okay, these are my PS5 games, which one do you want to play? He picked Spider-Man. So I basically installed it and started it, and then my brother took it. And I haven't gotten it back. Yeah, I played this primarily on Xbox as well. I do not know the hype for this game. This is because I like a free game with PlayStation 5. And it was boring. The better game is Asterisk Playroom. This one, I don't know. It feels like it's so cute and fun. No, it's not. No, it's not. I installed it. I play it primarily on Oculus Quest. I play this primarily on Xbox. It's cool though. I like it. Journey to the Savage Planet is fun. Farpoint, I have no idea what that is. That I have the VR, so I was testing out games on the VR. This is not that good on VR. Testing it out. 63 hours of Anthem. I completed the campaign on Anthem. I was so disappointed when they canceled Anthem 2.0 because I was looking forward to them improving Anthem. And what did they do? They canceled it. I have no idea what that is. There are games, I primarily play this on PC. There are games I have here that I just I opened it and went, nah, and shut it. This I have it on Switch. Why is there 2 Borderlands Handsome Collection? Yeah, 10 hours of Doom, I primarily played that on Xbox. So I'll open a game because it'll be for free, and then I'll be this was okay. Cat Quest 2, Platinum. This was cool. Remnant from the Ashes, 8 hours. This was okay. 14 hours of Skyforge. That's another weird MMORPG where you become a god. This was cool. Nah. Here it is. Control, 87 hours. I still need to get the platinum, not the platinum. I already have the platinum. I need to get the rest of the trophies for the DLC. So what happens is, I'm sure you know, if you play the base game, you get the platinum. But then if they release DLC, you get more trophies. So, for example, Control, 100%. I need to play the Foundation and Altered World events. I love Control. Control is one of my favorite games. And it's the PS4 version. So maybe I'll end up playing the PS5 version. I love Control. It's one of my favorite. Fallout 4, 12 hours. I primarily played it on Xbox. Honestly, Xbox is easy. I like Xbox. I know a lot of people, most people play on PlayStation. But for me, I like my Razer controller, so... Doom Eternal, I primarily played that on Xbox. Titanfall 2, I primarily played that on Xbox. I think that's the soundtrack, because that's you saw Final Fantasy Remake. The Division, 37 hours on PS4. Again, primarily played on Xbox. The Last of Us Remastered. I played it primarily on PS3, so I gotta replay it. And this, I played it on PS3, and I've been playing it. I played it on PC. The Division 2, I played it on Xbox. So, like I said, I need to make one of these for Xbox. But as you can see, this is a rough idea on me showing off my receipts. So, yeah, Anita, how about you do that for us? You open your PlayStation and you show us your receipt. Show how much of a gamer you are. I bet you can't beat my 4,000 hours in Destiny. Just 2,000 on PlayStation alone. Come on, show us. Show us. We know you supposedly played Destiny because you complained about how female guardians sit differently than male. Oh, the horror. Female guardians Destiny sit differently than men. Seriously. I can't believe any video game developer is dumb enough to listen to Anita Sarkeesian. Anyway, thank you for watching. Watch me show off. Like, comment, subscribe. And I'm definitely going to be playing Destiny 2 soon.